In the dream, I was sitting on my bed and I was done meditating, and I thought I saw Buddha. I thought I did. I really did, but I didn't know. There was Buddha and some angels, and he had yellow spots that was glowing. And when it was glowing, it was energy, happy energy. So, I said, "What is all the yellow light from?" He said, "It's happy energy." And he said, "The more happy energy we get, the more beautiful and positive this world will be." That can really happen in real life. Today when I was meditating in the car, I meditated a little bit until when I looked at my hand, and when I blinked, I saw the yellow light from my hand glowing, like from the angel, the tall angel in the dream.
It's about creating a place where you can focus on the energy and keep a positive energy, not let fear get in there, not let other thoughts, just have a place of pure thought. Part of what's involved with that is our pineal gland. We're getting reconnected. We're changing, our bodies are actually physically changing from a carbon-based body to a crystalline-based body. And so we'll feel all kinds of things going on inside of ourselves as in this, right now, in the now, in this period of time we're in. We don't need to eat as much as we do. The way we're evolving to a point where we won't have to consume as much food because we can do this. We can get energy like she does from the cosmos, from the atmosphere, from the plants, the animals. I mean, all of this give us energy. Our bodies are evolving and are coming to a point where we can do our own photosynthesis and create our own energy. And so we'll be able to eat less, is basically where it's at. And I notice that even in myself, because I don't consume as much food as I used to. And there's, if you keep yourself in a limited, not a limited, I don't want to say limited, but a simplistic state, like say Anastasia does, no clothes, no dwelling, no nothing. You don't need much to live. But we came here to experience life, and the one greater, the one universal law is that we need to keep energy moving, and so that's basically our job. So when we come here, we need to figure out I have to move this energy. It is a law of nature that I have to move my energy. What am I going to do with it, Well, Anastasia came up with this problem, and the grandfathers said, why don't you help the gardeners? And so she took her energy and directed it to help the gardeners help them create their plants and do all of this. So we're all looking for something. That's one of the things. We're all looking for something to do, and so
purpose.
It's why we do what we do, because we need to keep this energy moving. If we don't keep it moving, you could call it death, or you could call it a return to the black hole. Right now, we're all changing too. We're getting a little help from the what would I say, extraterrestrials.
Okay.
Those who seeded us here. I just heard on the radio, 1 in 5 people believe in extraterrestrials. And the number's
Awesome.
just going to zoom way up. So, and after I thought about it, I thought, well, my life would be a lie if I didn't believe in all the expansiveness that I really do believe in. In the evolution of things, some people are going to choose to become enlightened beings, and some are going to do it a week down the road, and some are going to do it a year down the road, and you know, there's no limitations. And talking about the fourth density, which I'm just jumping around here, but the fourth density, we wouldn't be feeling all of the feelings that we're feeling now. You know, the anger, the sadness, the jealousy, the greed, the whatever, those kind of feelings that diminish energy, or what we consider negative emotions. We won't be feeling those, and you know, we don't need to beat ourselves up. Oh, we're really good at that, you know, and of course we've been brainwashed ever since we were hatched that, you know, you're not good enough. You got to be like so and so. You got to do it this way. You got to, you know, and there is no goddess. You know, we're doing it just right, just as we should. And people would find it easier to fall in love with themselves if they did take that barrier away from, you know, themselves as much as they could. There's nothing wrong. Everything is just the way it should be. We couldn't do anything wrong even if we wanted to. You know, we might do something that would cause us an unpleasantry for a short period of time, but it's because we wanted it or needed it. How is your limitations? How are your limitations doing? My limitations are not a barrier. They're each a reflection. They probably talk about this. Different people do. I mean, throughout all different kinds of cultures and stuff. But we are just each a reflection of ourselves. And so, as what I see in you is what I see in me. And my way of looking at things is you know, what I see in somebody else, that's really, I'm looking at myself. And if I go to the other side of the mirror and look back, it's really amazing to see what is going on and to see the person from a different perspective. Because, you know, it would be like going to the other side of the mirror would be like going and looking at yourself. So sadness and everybody sees life through their own filter. And so whatever I say is my filter, and that's the way it is. There's no one truth, there's all truth. You know, everybody is seeing life the way they should. When I see sadness, you know, and I step to the other side of the mirror, I see joy. What we're going through now as in this universal thing is separation. We're about to like a yo-yo, we're almost to the bottom of the yo-yo deal. And so we're really intensely feeling the separation. And it's becoming very difficult for relationships even to stay together because we're each wanting to go with and figure out and experience as much as we can of our separateness before the new millennium when we come together. And so that's what we're going on right now. All kinds of people are seeing these communities, these wonderful places. Rachel gave me a book that they described like a community in the future, and you know, and everybody got along, and it was all great. You know, it was all the vision, basically the vision we're all seeing, but they can't pull them together. You know, there's just nothing seems to work, and it's because it's not the right time yet. It's because we need to, in order to make a community work like this hummingbird thing, they need to honor the separateness of each individual and the uniqueness, and realize that like no two snowflakes are the same, no two people are the same, and if they honor each person's uniqueness, then you have a common ground to come together. But if you all are supposed to adhere to one teaching, one way, you're limiting yourself, and the limiting of yourself is going to destroy the unity. So you're such a beautiful soul and such a beautiful jewel in the heavens. And when you're looking from a higher perspective, that is exactly what you feel. When you do, when you interact with somebody else. It's like, oh, if you could see your light, you could see how sparkly and wonderful you are, Beautiful.